Oh God, we're green.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. We're dead.
Yeah, we are.
Game is over.
Just so you all know, we are playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, and right now we're currently staring at. Oh, we're being yelled at by the jailbait.
Ah, good. Nice. All right, so
I think it's
last episode.
Yes, last episode.
I ended it teasing the iDubbbz documentary.
Yep.
So he makes a really confound point at the end, and you should watch it. So if anything, mute it for like a minute while I make this point if you don't want spoilers. But one of the points he makes that I think is really valid is like, he's like, you know, we look at this as cringe content, but, you know, in reality, he's, you know, he is about as, essentially he is about as courageous as more than many of us who are unwilling to share our love for a number of things like this. You know, while we look at him playing with these toys as, you know, childish and whatever, and cringy, he's entirely doesn't care. And he is happy and content to do whatever it is and play with whatever toys that he wants. However, he lives in the biggest shithole ever. Like, that house is falling apart.
Oh no.
It's really bad. So it's great. We'll make it so she's not mad at us, you know.
There we go.
Let's make the jailbait happy.
Right? And she does live inside of us. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So what I haven't since so far, really all I know is, so yeah, supposedly, essentially, like, as far as I know, we kind of have like this like shared consciousness at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's thank her.
And you know,
it.
obviously she has the so she has the whole like, you know, even though I look like a little girl, I'm 100,000 years old, right?
Like the staple of every Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, right. So, but based on that. And this is also just a question. Even if she didn't look like this, and she's anybody else, if you bang somebody that shared the same consciousness, is it sex or masturbation?
It's wrong. That's what it is.
But I'm saying, what if it was anyone else? Like, what if it was Edelgard that we shared a consciousness with?
Well, it's the same.
And they lived inside our mind.
This is
See, somebody who we know is okay.
This is a question I feel like I'm not qualified to answer.
It's truly reaching into the psyche.
That's true. So what now? Oh.
Nice. Sweet.
And finally, what I wanted all this time.
That was like the most caveman SpongeBob moment you could have in a Fire Emblem game.
I'll just stay here and wait to die.
Yes. Oh no, she didn't like that. Sothis will remember that.
I forgot they can go down, actually.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's almost like this is something that's also been used in a Fire Emblem game before.
Also true.
That part I will say I was a little disappointed about. I was hoping for a slightly more newer mechanic, but I know how the mechanic actually works and whatnot.
I was just curious. I knew they were going to put it in again. And I just
story concept, I guess, is more what I would have preferred versus it. The mechanic, I guess, is unique. Although, no, wait, wasn't there something like that in Echoes?
Yes. It's just for that one, they kind of just forced it on you. In this one, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yes. And that's why I was okay with it.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. We are in time.
And it... Going back?
It is a reverse King Crimson ability for anybody who knows JoJo.
Yeah. Oh my god. So we let her die. So why didn't we do this the first time? That's my real question. Why didn't he just do this the first time?
I think he just thought he had more time. He was like, oh, I don't have more time.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, look at that dreamboat, Claude.
Oh, man. My heart's going all doki doki for that.
He's like, he's got that
personality.
Episode 2 Anakin Skywalker hair. Hey, look, it's the guy that you think you can be gay with, and then you can't.
No, he friend zones you at the end.
There is, apparently I was correct. You are able to be gay with one other character. I forgot what their name is, like Leonidas or Leonardo.
We'll find them. We will find him.
He's like the worst one. So what's the joy?
That's fair. All right.
Even though he's kind of plain, I would rather even do it with Pretty Boy Blue Boy over there.
Well, he stops being a pretty boy.
Look at that Pretty Boy MVP.
There we go.
What do you mean he stops being a pretty boy? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm just saying events in the story happen, and then
I know.
Move him down. No.
Oh, sorry. You can see the cutscene where like they'll grow up and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So it's
What is with this man? It's like what is that? His like hot rod mustache.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I could think of a lot of like in real life anybody that would have this facial hair. Yep. So where does this come from? I mean, maybe is it a thing in Japan?
Maybe it's
But I know like there is like in terms of the thickness, people will get that type of like goatee.
That's fair.
But like Steve Aoki has one of those.
Also true.
But his isn't separated under the like, especially it makes more sense with the actual like in-game one than the portrait.
Yeah, I like how he was like, yeah, just probably Captain, like after they just saw each other for the first time in years, and he's like, wait a minute, no.
Wait, just bring it a little closer.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to lean. It was just getting a little too quiet.
All right, should we? He's a stranger to me.
He's a stranger to me.
We're going through that phase.
I'm a bandit. That is correct. He's a stranger to me.
Oh,
I didn't like that. I don't think it would have liked I'm a bandit either.
No.
Hey, but you know what? I don't care what my dad thinks of me. If this is gonna be anything like Path of Radiance, he's just gonna die anyway. So you know what? I don't care.
All right. Oh, the Knights of Zeros.
They seem
rather skilled.
Wait.
Huh?
One thing I will note about the male characters, I don't like his hair like from the front.
You don't like his hair from the front?
Yeah, it just like it has the weird like just the way it like shapes around his ear. It just looks weird. I'm not a fan. I'm really not.
Yeah, I hate if I have a gripe against hair, and that is the blue guy's hair. I keep forgetting his name. Dimitri.
Yeah, his hair. I feel like if they got rid of the middle one, it would feel like it fit. Like it looks like it's separated from the rest of his head.
I feel like it would be better if it wasn't square at the end.
I want to note. So like when you skip through this, obviously like you don't have to answer to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But so like they ask you like to pick a house essentially now.
They do. I was panicking. But
it doesn't mean anything, and then I was panicking too, and I'm like,
it just gives you flavor points for that for the head of that house, I guess.
And that's why I'm gonna purposefully, even though it does give you flavor points, I'm gonna purposefully not pick the house I'm going to do. And since I'm gonna just do Golden Deer, because we have already denoted that we're not doing that.
Yep.
So because we've labeled that we're not doing Golden Deer,
we're gonna do the Golden Deer.
The choice is still a mystery up until we actually have to make the decision officially.
That is true. All right.
So we can leave some, whatever it's called. Words really elude you if you're like focusing on too many things. Even though we're just watching a cutscene. We're literally doing nothing.
Oh, they're just
a royal debate between their highnesses.
Look at that wink.
Yeah.
Why isn't he gay? Damn it! God damn it! So my entire bit I wanted to do is if anybody knows Cody Ko and Noel Miller's podcast, Tiny Meat Gang, they do a bit because there's like a video or something that they watch where it has like the most unconvincing gay actor. And like they try to like pretend like he had lines and just like like they're just like it was like all right and action. Hey, are you fucking gay? Cause I like dicks in my mouth. I like putting penises in my mouth. Cut, no. Like, and it's just this whole thing, and then he's just like, one point he's just like, I'm gay as shit. Like, action, I'm gay as shit.
Oh, there's
I'm fucking gay.
is-
And that's the entire bit. I wanted this entire character to be the embodiment of the unconvincing gay actor, but I can't do it because you can't. There's nothing enjoyable about. Like, you don't have the harem aspect then. There's one option.
Right.
It's not a harem. So I've gone for my other level, but it'll be more. It'll make more sense when it actually like comes up. All right, I don't care.
All
what
right,
she
here
says.
we go.
All right, yeah, he's the Leicester Alliance.
Yeah, well, yep.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time
Yeah, that's enough with the small talk, Marshall. We've got to go with the motorcycle chops man.
Motorcycle chops, man.
Yes, chop man. He's good with one thing,
What?
chopping.
We need to. What am I doing now?
Click on Elgard. I don't know why we're just singing about them.
Oh, okay, so I'm doing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a choice. It turns out.
No.
I could just choose to hit start and skip the whole thing. All right, I'm just gonna, those are short enough. I'm just gonna skip through them so we can get
Okay.
through it.
So here we are.
What was our start time again?
It was 2040.
Part of your other job of being the timekeeper is you also have to look at that and essentially do the math or hit a stopwatch on your
Go
phone.
to the side. Go to the side. Go to the side.
I for a moment, I got it going for a moment. But yeah, no, that's kind of your part two.
Bright
Sorry for the
clouds.
behind the scenes.
Great tree moon. 3 houses.
Why does that?
Here we go. That's the map.
All right, you guys can figure this part out. We're not sitting for more of this cutscene. We'll watch this
Oh,
one. Now.
there we go.
This is a real cutscene.
Oh, look at that.
Look at him all happy,
Right?
and look at me, really mad.
I'd be happy to show you around.
Oh.
That I get intelligence systems. What's wrong with you? That's the other thing. I honestly, what I really would have loved if you could just like, if it could just be like you could marry anybody, like anybody that like has a romance option. It didn't matter what gender you were or anything. What the reason that would be also just great is that I could just do what I'm gonna do, but I could just do it to everyone,
Ooh.
which would be even funnier to me. But I can't even do that,
Right.
so it's ruined. Everything is ruined.
All right, here we go. Let's see who's all here. Or I guess it
Man,
won't
it's
show
really empty here.
It is.
What shit school is this?
It really is. Oh, here we go.
Where's the anime intro now? Because now we're getting. Oh man, look at that.
There we go.
I don't like. I don't. Ooh.
Ooh.
Look at him. Oh, he's
Yeah.
got the blushes. He's caught looking.
I'm gonna stay here
What
forever.
is this walking animation? Do you see that? Like,
It-
what
it-
is with
it is.
that?
It's-
It's like a weird wobble.
Those guys look like he saw the eyes of God and decided
What I
not to
really
live
want to
with
know
it.
is, compared to our dad, why are we such an edgelord? Like, why do we have this black and like red accented armor?
We grew up with our mom,
Oh, so yeah, that would make sense. Now. It all makes sense.
and now we're just staring at a lady.
I wonder, are you actually my mom? Because I'm like 100% sure you are. Oh, I was running the other way.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I obviously like. There's obviously the fact that because of Sothis,
Yep.
like, and you look at her, it's like
Maybe.
let's. Are you like, you know?
You been in before, old man?
We also have partly green hair. Like, come on. The signs are all there.
Well, me and you're not wrong. Oop. Lady Rhea. We're going full solid snake
Just
here.
the hand motion he did is just like, what is that? Who just does that? Lady Rhea.
He's thinking, man.
Thank you for your.
But it's not even on his chin.
My name is Seven.
He's like, it's like trying to touch his collarbone, but instead of like coming up to his like collarbone, he's hovering over it.
It has been a long time, Joe.
Yep, there's Lady Rhea.
Man,
Was it the will
the
of
be
the
like
gods
this
that you
section
had
is
another
just
chance
just
meeting like
dialogue.
It really is. It gets you introduced to the story and then makes
I know it
you
does, but-
want to die.
So, we'll get to it, but there is one thing what I think is going to be the most interesting for me, and what I think is going to be, the nicest in terms of what I was talking about in the podcast, with kind of what I think helps the life sim aspect to this game.
Yep.
I'm just hopefully when we get into more combat stuff, that obviously like it just depends to me about like how things change or go ahead in terms of combat. Because obviously, like at the start, we're not really getting like the normal starting set of like the way characters work,
right?
With like classes and stuff.
No,
but I know what the goings into that is, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because from A, my own just seeing of how the game works, but then B, also a meme,
right?
Of someone taking the Brigham test. Like, wait a minute, why are we teaching this? Why are we teaching them to be bandits? Hold on.
We need to make income somehow, and not
the pillaging exam.
There's your building. Tell us what you do with it. The whole experience. Go for it.
Just starts humping it like, no, not the building.
High marks and sexual frustration, though. All right. And now he's back.
Yes.
Suddenly, he just.
Well, he didn't leave, did he?
I want to work here as a servant.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach. By the sound of it.
We're gonna be a teacher.
We're 21 years old.
Are we 21?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I didn't know what the age was.
It won't overtly tell you outright, but after certain events, you're like, oh yeah, you're 21.
Okay, interesting.
And there's Manuela.
No, you can handle things.
I know you're not looking at her eyes, Marshall.
Actually, I'll be honest. I was looking at the particle that's like weirdly blocky at at like the edge of the top part of her thigh, like where the dress meets. There's like you can like. Because like not all the edges are like really smooth. There's definitely jagged edges in places.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm looking at that. That's what I was seeing.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you do look at her boobs though, you can see on the left one the blending of like it blends into the rest of the dress, the strap.
Yep.
So that maybe isn't those things I'm just noticing.
I'm a professor.
I like the way his scarf though like sits all the way up.
It does,
like
doesn't
above the back of his neck.
You think he has to do like minutes upon hours of just trying to figure out how to make it stand like that?
Yeah, just like one of the characters that if we want to, we can bone.
Yes. The professors are also able S-ranked. Or
Can they? Yeah, I didn't see that on the list I was looking at
Yes,
a
they
while
are.
ago. They weren't on the list. I didn't see them. I saw the only people that weren't attached. Oh, maybe it's because they're technically attached to the house. That's
Yep.
why. Okay, I probably didn't see it there. I guess I presume that they weren't going to be like attached to a house technically, but I guess they are. So
you can bang the big booby lady.
The Black Eagle House
Damn.
is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
Ooh.
Their house leader this year is Edelgard.
Fire Emblem with Empires. Oh.
the
Oh, there we
Blue Lions. And that mustache.
I know it's full feathered out and all that. It's pretty great. I like it.
This Anakin hair man.
I know, but we promised each other.
We promised.
I am so itchy around my neck. I don't know why. Also, I guess I'm very.
Move the mic towards you. Like,
And the
don't lean
cable,
in.
it's far away, man. I don't want to ruin the entire recording.
You can bring it closer to you, and you don't have to lean forward.
Okay.
If you bring it closer to you, then you can stay where you were.
Okay.
See how that works? When only one of you moves.
Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor.
Ooh.
Fun.
So to everybody else, we're a new student.
Some odd ducks in that bunch.
Some odd ducks.
Good kids.
They're fucking weird.
They're good kids, but oh my god, they're weird.
You'll see for yourself.
No intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing
Ooh.
Dramatic irony.
A child, no less. That's why we're 21. Where you're still technically considered a child.
I mean, I feel like in the year that this still likely is, like being
I can't say
11 is an adult.
How trustworthy is this Gerald?
Which is fair.
Is he not the
See,
man
my
who
presumption was that we were going to be. Well, so that was the thing, but then like they don't necessarily allude to the fact that like you were born right as he left. You know, that they don't really make that. That's like your only sign, so you have to just kind of presume.
Well,
But there inherently is the like potential that like he left, and then like within the 2 years or something, something happens.
remember that name, Shamir, because I'm going to be gushing over that name in a little bit.
All right, sounds good.
So don't worry. Shamir's great.
Shamir is
That matter is of great importance as well.
someone I know.
You'll see why. Okay, so they're just deciding that he's okay to keep around, I guess.
Yeah,
That we're okay to keep around, I should say.
we're not, I guess, just dead weight.
Not anymore, anyways.
Not anymore. Oh, we are well over time.
No,
All
we're
this
about there,
stinking dialogue.
right?
No,
Press B. Press B. Press B.
we
You can jump.
look at when we started.
I know.
Do the math.
Don't worry. 20 minutes.
We're doing 15-minute episodes.
The first one was 20 minutes.
That was the first episode.
Yeah.
And also, we had like 4 minutes before we actually.
All
got
right. You
into
also
it.
never told me we were doing 15-minute episodes.
That's how we did the last one.
Okay. Well, I was just waiting for this story beat. So,
Well, here we are.
yep. Well, here we go. We're just reading a book for some reason at a place we don't know.
Yep. And now we'll meet people.
Yep.
What a great cutscene.
Here. And we'll continue it next time. And I'm just looking at it like, man, you're doing something right.
I don't know if that's the way I'd put it, but welcome to the Tilted Roll podcast, where we have wolves with katanas around it in a diamond.
That's gonna be the emblem on my tombstone. Just you wait.